Hello YouTube, welcome back to our family. If you want to learn more about the reptile hobby's favourite, the ball python, then you are in the right place. So if you can do us a favour, if you can smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, get down in the comment section, that helps the channel hugely. And not only that, I enjoy interacting with you guys as well. So if you've got any questions or queries or any ideas for future content, that is where you need to be. So that just leaves, thank you everybody for the support. This season has been amazing for TOR, and next season only promises to be better and blow this one out of the water. So make sure you'll stay tuned for that. Thank you again for all of your support, and I will leave you to enjoy the video. So kick back, relax, have a brew, and I hope you all enjoy it. Right guys, we are back to it. The 200 subscriber giveaway. I was not going to post a video this week, but I know you guys are eager to find out who's won one of these t-shirts. So without further ado, the entries who took part on the last video, we'll run them for a number generator, and let's see who the winner is. So you should see that spinning around on screen now, and the winner of that was a Justin Blavant. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So congratulations Justin. We've already got your size from the comment. If you could drop us a DM on Instagram or in the comment section on YouTube, that's fine as well. Get us your address, and we'll get one of these t-shirts shipped out to you. Thank you to everyone who took part. It's really helped the channel. Our subscriber base has been climbing. It's definitely going in the right direction, and it's all down to you guys, so thank you very much. So guys, what we're going to look at in today's video, I want to discuss pairings, and now I pair a male to a female. I've seen recently on YouTube a couple of people doing some pairings, and it occurred to me that most people do it differently to how I do it, and I'm going to explain why I do it the way I do it, and then hopefully you guys can take these points forward and then bring it to your collection and bring it to your pairings. I never want to waste an opportunity to gain information from the animals, especially when pairing, and I'm going to get into that and explain what I mean. So guys, as you are aware, it starts with a male, and the first thing I'm going to do is have a look at him, check his condition, check there's nothing wrong with him, but I also want to get a feel for how reactive he is. And I do this by stroking a finger down his sides. Sometimes they push away, the really reactive ones, but you can just see small reactions in his body there. Ever so slight. He's not really playing ball. He was doing it earlier. This is a sort of a very strong breeder male that I have in the collection, and he's very reactive. You do have to be careful sometimes with males, they can be quite high strung, but I'm going to get him to the female and explain why I do it the way I do it. So a lot of times you'll have the female's tub like that, and I see a lot of breeders just go, there you go, male's in there, close the tub, leave him to it, job's a good one. Now, whereas there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, you've not gained any information by doing that, and I'm going to do it a slightly different way and explain why I do it that way. So this is a different female's tub, same male, but I've just popped it open like that. You can see she probably thinks she's about to get fed. She did eat yesterday, but I'm going to get this male in here. Sorry, it's a nightmare with the camera.
A few moments later.
Right, there it is. I've just got his head on the side there, and I'm supporting his body, and I'm watching how this male enters, and you can see he's going in there very eagerly. He's very reactive to touch, which is what we want our males to be, and he's in. Let's close that, and I'm just going to watch for a couple of minutes. You guys probably can't see through that tub there, To be honest, with a naked eyeball you struggle a little bit. Just getting a sneak peek in there. I know the tub's a bit of a mess, but it's better that way. You see his tail's up in the air. He's pushing his body up against the female. She's now aware that he's there, but she's also on high alert, and I'm well within striking range here. But this is all very promising. I know from the way that he has gone into this tub and from the way he's being now, I can be fairly confident that these two are going to be locked by the morning. And if they're not, I've probably already missed it. And I can just tell that from the way the male went into the tub, how reactive he is. And it's important to get that information going in, because let's see, he's straight over the top of her, so he's showing dominant behaviour here. Straight over the top, he's trying to find out which end's which. And you know, I'm fairly confident these guys are going to be locked in the morning. So I am going to see if we can catch them locked tomorrow. I'm fairly confident that they will be. The reason that I post them like that is because as the male's going into the tub, I'm watching him to see how he goes in. What we saw there was sort of your typical male approach. It is sometimes a little bit more aggressive than that, and sometimes the males go in a little bit more gingerly than that. And the ones that go in sort of less eager, they're the ones that I need to keep an eye on. So I'll probably go back and check within an hour, and if the female's laid on top of that male, then I'm getting him out and I'm putting him back in his tub. That can happen for a number of reasons. It can be the male's just too juvenile, he's not ready yet. That's probably the biggest one. The other thing that it could be, there could be some underlying health condition which we don't know about. You know, the list goes on, but something's not right, and the time that he's in there with her and she is on top of him, it might look like to us that they're having a cuddle, but you know, they're not. It's stressful for the male, it's stressful for the female as well, but it is combat. Don't humanize it, they're not cuddling. They're competing for the heat, the space, everything in that tub. So if I see the female on top like that, then I'm getting him out and putting him back in his tub. Let him have a month or two off, maybe try another female. Some females are more dominant than others, and some are more susceptible to the males being in their tub. Some are hard to get and some aren't, and that's just the way it is. But it is something that we need to monitor to give our animals the best care that we can. If we're leaving them in there for 3 days and the female's just laid on top of it, one, we're not getting the lock, which we need, and two, it's stressful for both snakes. You might remember from a previous video, I have a female here which is building follicles quite visibly. She's quite far on into the cycle now and is progressing nicely. We're going to take a quick look at her in a minute, and we'll discuss some new findings and some further developments in her process. But the male that I put to her, I was going to pair him up tonight, but I've noticed he's in shed. I typically don't pair the males up if the male's in shed. I will still pair it if the female's in shed. Sometimes I find that will make a more stubborn female more susceptible to the male's advances. So in this case, I'm not too worried about it. I know she's going in the right direction. I will get the male in there one more time probably before she ovulates, so I'm not stressed about it. She is building follicles. I've felt them quite a few times now, and they're a good size, and she's moving along at a rate of knots. So I'm not too worried about missing one pairing with her. As soon as he's out of shed, you know, I can get him in there and then they're back on track. So this is the female in question. I'm just going to get a look at her. I don't want to bother her too much. I'm just going to palpate her here and get a feel for the size of her follicles now. She's still got really good colour. It's a little bit lighter now. That's because of the hormones in her body. She's she's definitely building some good size to her without taking on any meals, so she's good to go here. So I'm going to palpate her once. I just need to get her going to the dark side of the tub. With my index finger, I'm pressing on and applying gentle pressure with my thumb. 1 follicle there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a good feel of the follicles here, guys, and they are a very good size. She is progressing at a rate of knots, and I would say that they're probably about that sort of size, so still a bit small yet, but she's well on her way to her ovulation, that girl. I tend to find that the bigger the follicles are, the less risk that we're at for them reabsorbing. So with each passing week, you know, that dreaded reabsorption phase is further and further away, which I sometimes lie awake at night worrying about that, but high hopes for this one. Right guys, we're going to bring this one to an end there. Thanks for watching. I hope you all got something from it. Those guys who took part in the competition who didn't win a t-shirt, you know, I am giving something back in this video, and that is just the little tips and tricks that I have learned throughout my seasons of breeding so far. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do feel like that's a small piece of some quite valuable information there, and it is all about sharing in this community, and that's how we get the newer guys coming in to start from a better place than where some of the older guys started from, and that's the only way that the hobby will develop, is if we're sharing what we know. Probably my biggest tip to anyone coming in is it's great to have a mentor. YouTube's great, but the best information that you are going to get is from watching the animals and observing the behaviour and understanding what that behaviour means. And that's probably the best tip I could give anybody coming in, as I'm sure some of you will hopefully agree. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, if you've got anything to contribute down in the comment section, any little tips and tricks that you guys have got. There's some guys who participate on this channel who've got way more experience than me, and you know, if I can't put you straight, these guys will. So thanks very much, guys. Enjoy your season. I hope it's all going great for you. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.